I move that the town fix the salaries of all elected officials for the fiscal year 2024 and appropriate funds for the payment of said salaries and compensation, including the approval and funding of the town's obligations under the collective bargaining agreements completed in the fiscal and calendar year, the payment of debt and interest, provide for a reserve fund, and for charges, expenses, and outlays of the several town departments for the ensuing 12-month period from July 1, 2024 through June 30, 2025. All is set forth in the budget presentation by the Finance Committee as evidenced in the final total in the column entitled Finance Committee Recommends. And its funding, therefore, to appropriate as follows: $22,090,805, $3,328,840 raised from projected state revenue, $4,099,680 raised from estimated local receipt, and $2,160,838 transferred from the gaming stabilization fund, for a grand total of $42,316,753.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Kelly, is there any discussion on this motion?
Last year I mentioned we were going to a milestone budget. The town had been through some challenges, and I felt like we were getting back on the right path. And this year, I feel exactly the same way. I feel like we've got services restored to a level that people can be happy with. I feel that we, despite significant challenges that are ahead of us, despite significant challenges that are happening around the world, around our country, in our state, and in our town, we are able to still put together a budget which I think we can all be really, really proud of. And earlier this year, the good folks at Moody's have agreed. If anyone recalls the tough time we had in 2019 and 2020, because of all the cuts that we had to make in our town, our bond rating decreased for the first time in a very, very long time. That's essentially the town's credit rating. It's the scorecard that you're measured against your peers with. And so to go down one full letter grade is not a good place to be. It's a little bit of an eye chart from the back of the room here, but above that red line is where you really need to be. In that high grade section is where most towns are. Our town slipped to the bottom of that range. We're back in the middle where we started. That rating came out in February, and it's just it's nice to see that the hard work is recognized by folks who are looking at towns all over the country. We just went through another rigorous audit. We've got a great CPA that we've been working with the last couple of years, puts together a list of everything that could be improved in the town. Every single one of those items has either been addressed or is being addressed. And Mr. Noble just had a conference call with the folks at Moody's last week, and we are, fingers crossed, anxiously waiting more good news, which we can share with you at a later date. We've come so far so quickly, while at the same time keeping an eye on the future to ensure our continued financial stability. If you want to go to the next slide, we've done it all while keeping your taxes the lowest in our surrounding communities. So I just want to say that we've done the best we can with what we have, and I think it's something that we can all be proud of. Thank you.
Will those in favor of Article 2 please raise your cards? Thank you. You lower your cards. Those opposed to Article 2, please raise your card. Okay, seeing none, Article 2